All right. Well, hopefully this thing's working, and we're going to double check it before we get started. Make sure that it's broadcasting. So bear with me for 1 minute. Testing, testing. Testing, testing. It's working. Sweet. All right. All right. Well, welcome back to Stream 2.0. So hopefully we will have no bugs or any goofy stuff going on this flight. And we're going to return trip from BFI back to Pendleton. So change the flight deck. Went back with the what we currently operate. As far as displays go and the setup, we're still in the 600. So let's, with that being said, let's go ahead and do our checklist, get that out of the way, get things set up, and make sure everything's good to go. And then we'll discuss a few things from there. All right, before start check, FMCs are programmed, everything's in the box. Briefing, we're taking off runway 14 right here out of Seattle. Anything happens, we're going to be coming back to 14 right. So it's all set up. Well, actually, it's not set up. That's a lie. So hold on here. Let me throw that in the box for... that's not good. Throw that in here real quick. Approach. Departure. All right, 135, 110.9. 110.9er. All right, 110.9er both sides. 35, 35. V speeds 16, 17, 27. So 47. Buck plus 20. 135 in the heading. All right, 135 on the heading. All right, so we're going to take it out of here. I'm going to 14 right. Anything happens out of before V1, we'll reject the takeoff and abort. We'll clear the runway and call for assistance if needed. If not, we'll vacate and return back to the gate. Anything happens after V1, we're going airborne. Mission critical, we're coming back here to Boeing. We will not proceed on. No sense taking a broken airplane someplace we don't need to go. And our power is going to be 91.4, no reduced. And that's about it. All right, ECs are on. Oxygen masks have been checked already. Windows are closed and secured. Passenger signs coming on. Window heats on. Safe from all kinds of flying birdies. Pressurization not set for departure. We're going up to 31,000. And that's what is that, 1,400 in Pendleton, if I remember right. 1487. Call it 1450. All right, panels set and in auto. Oh. All right, flight instruments. Let's see, what was altimeter? Altimeter BFI here is 2951. $29.51 set and cross check. Good. All right. takeoff warning horn. Checked. Parking brake. Standing by. Parking brake set. All right, we're done boarding. Transponder is standby. Ailerons centered in 0. And our... Oops, one last thing I forgot was, what is our decision height if we got to come back into here? Decision height, come back in 308. All right, 308. Logbooks on board. No open maintenance items, no deferred items. Everything's been reviewed. Got a clean airplane. Before start checklist complete. All right. Before start flow, pumps on. Right pack running. AP bleed on. Window heat on. Pitot heat off. B's on. A's off. Galley power. Gen 1. Slow, auto brake RTO, lights dim. All right, before start flow complete. All right, let's get the pushback set up. Request for pushback. Close the doors. Remove chocks. Close all doors. Arm all doors. All right, sounds good. Let's push this thing back. All right, before start checklist. All right, zero fuel weight, 1097 checked, 119.5 gross weight checked and cross-checked with onboard weight and balance. N1s are 91.4 both sides. Departing runway 14 right. Our speeds are going to be speeds are 16, 17, 27. Flaps 5, PWB 5, CDUs 5. Stab trim 4.98 units set. And minimum cleanup altitude is going to be 1600, and the flight deck door is secured and closed. Ooh, yikes. What was that all about? Secured and closed before push checklist complete. Let's call for pushback. Hey, Haas, you have the radios, and go ahead and call for pushback. Hey, Haas, call for pushback, please.
Alrighty, Mike, let's get this bird moving. Requesting pushback now. Southwest 8628, we are requesting pushback from the gate at Bowling Field.
All right, packs off. And there you go. It's glitching again. I don't know. It's got to be the 600 that's doing this. I don't know. Or it's something new with this feed. Streaming it, it just locks up for a second. Let's see what it does here. Yep. Or maybe it's Chase plane, I don't know. But anyways, all right. Turn to 2. What is an Airbus A220 doing here at Boeing Field? That's sacrilege. Here comes the fuel. Starter cutout, isolate, ventilate. Parking brake set. Got in clear, some clear off. We're good. We got one good here. Turning 1, color on the left. Comes fuel. Flow 1000. There we go. Flow EGT. There goes the pushback tug pulling away. Starter cutout. Auto heat's on. Engine bleed set. Hydraulic pump set. Engine generators look good. On the bus. APU off. Flaps 5. Flight control check. Free and clear. Waiting on the flaps. Flaps 5. All right, looking good. All right, Hoss, call for our taxi clearance. Whoopsie, forgot the beacon.
We're ready to taxi, carrying information, Foxtrot. Southwest 8628, 4 right taxi via Bravo.
1-4 right, Bravo Zulu.
Right, Bravo Zulu, Southwest 8628.
All right, Bravo Zulu, got it. All right. Clear on the right, clear on the left. Before taxi checklist, electrical and engine generators on, probe heats on, anti-ice off, flight controls are free and clear, windows are closed and locked, flaps 5, CDU indicates 5, green light. Before taxi checklist complete. It's going to be a short taxi, so we're just going to knock out the before takeoff check while we're at it here. Just rolling out. All right, before takeoff checklist, got minimum fuel. Yes, we do. Got minimum is 9,000. We got looks like 9,400. Our burn's going to be 4,000 on the trip over. All right, departure plan is completed. Flight attendants Notified. Set him down. Anti-ice off. Packs on. Bleeds on. Start switch is continuous. APU is off. Master caution recall. Check. Lights out. Throttle burst check. No takeoff warning. Good. 4 takeoff checklist complete. Down to the line for lights. Transponder. Forgot that. Missed that in the check. Sorry. Well, hopefully the stream is going better than the first one started. It should be. Anywho, we're taxiing out here at BFI. Once we get in cruise, I will kind of recap that first stream again, and we'll just kind of discuss a few things, and we'll go from there. All right, it's going to be runway, VNAV, auto throttle alarm. All right, clear for takeoff. Anybody coming in? Looking good. Got the clock. Flight attendants, be seated for takeoff. All right, 40%, stand them up. Auto throttle engaged. Takeoff power set. Minimum. Flaps 1. Flaps up. Need a spare hand. I need a spare hand on this. Where's my co-pilot? Noah, where are you at, buddy? Direct FAMPS.
Filed Southwest 8628.
Autopilot's engaged. Direct FAMPS. Flaps up. Going direct FAMPS. Gear handle coming off.
Southwest 8628, climb and maintain flight level 240.
Up to 240.
Climb and maintain flight level 240, Southwest 8628.
Throw a little weather radar on there. Shouldn't be any issues, but we'll just put it on. Climbing out 8 for 240. $10,000 lights out. Oh, sorry, 10,000 lights out. What the hell am I talking about? 10,000. Let them up. Continuous ignition off. RTO's off. Master caution recall. Lights out. And pressurizing. Climb checklist. Pressurization good. Start switches off. And APU's off. Checklist complete. All right, well, welcome to the second stream. Looks like so far so good. Everything's going much better. On our way to Pendleton, Oregon. So on the first stream, basically, there we go. It's locking up again. Now, I wonder what is going on with this. This is kind of odd, but we'll see what happens when I switch planes. It could just be the setup with the 600, I'm not sure, or it's the live streaming or something's dropping out, but I know my network is up to 300. I know I got plenty of bandwidth, but anyways, so yeah, the first stream had some technical problems, but anyways, just a little background. Like I said, been a 737 mechanic. I'm a maintenance controller for 27 years, so pretty much know what makes this thing tick and what makes it run. Piloting skills, they are what they are. I'm not a real pilot, and don't claim to be one, but I enjoy doing the sim work. So yeah, back in '84, when I was a kid, we had a field trip when I was in junior high over to Boeing Field. Got exposed to Flight Simulator, and basically big borrow and cheated. Got my mom and dad to buy me a Commodore 64, and pretty much the rest is history. So in honor of that, I figured, you know what? I would do this flight in honor of that initial experience of going to Boeing Field and going to the museum. So, anyways, but 18,000 lights out. So anyways, what I plan to do basically is I'm going to do some flights, and I'm going to throw in up to 310. So I'm going to do some failures and whatnot on systems and basically show you kind of how things kind of happen behind the scenes and what it takes to get a plane from point A to point B as far as when there's a mechanical problem with the airplane. We'll defer some items, we'll fail some items in flight, and we'll utilize the QRH MEL manual and just kind of give you an idea of what happens behind the scenes and getting everybody from point A to point B safely, including the airplane and the crews, and how it all works. So hopefully you guys will be interested in that and tune in, check it out, and we'll just go from there. But anyways, yeah, so this is a hobby. I just kind of enjoy doing flights, and I figured why not stream it. Maybe it'll inspire somebody down the road, or somebody has a question and wants to know, hey, how does that work? And, so that's kind of where we're at. So anyways, let's see, 7.8. That's fine. Let's do 7.8. I was going to do 8.0, but we'll keep it at 7.8 for the cruise. So yeah, that's about it. Along the way, as I mentioned in the earlier stream, there's a guy down in his name's Noah. We met on Xbox and did some group flying and whatnot. After a while, I wanted to expand the capabilities. I felt out Xbox didn't have some of the things I wanted it to do. So I went out to PC. Noah still does the Xbox stuff. But anyways, he kind of got me saying thinking oh, you know what, maybe I could stream this, because I saw him streaming on his Xbox through Streamlabs, and I'm like, well, hell, if he can do it, why? I was just record videos and be like, all right, let me edit them or throw a little video together on the flight just for whatever on my channel, and somebody got something out of it, great. But I started trying to well, what could I do to, basically say all right, what would be of interest? So maybe that's a good idea what I have, maybe not, we'll see. But anyways, it's out there, and I'm learning to stream as we go. This is, like I said, my second stream, and still a few things I gotta figure out along the way, but I think I'm getting it in the right direction. So anyways, thanks to everything, Noah. Appreciate the advice and the reference to use Streamlabs. So anyways, that's about it. I'm sure some of these guys at work watch these, and they're going to be harassing me, saying I'm don't get enough airplanes at work, that they're going to be like, now you got to stream it and fly airplanes. Yep, that's right. I'm wearing my nerd hat, and I'm proud of it. Don't mess with me. So anyways, but we're getting close to the top of climb up here. Coming up here in a few miles. Let's throw out the map here a little bit. And anyways, that's about it. So we're headed on to Pendleton. I spent several years of my teenage years there. It's a small town in eastern Oregon. Some of you may have heard of it. Or not. Basically, if you heard of Pendleton blankets or Pendleton shirts, that's where the company started. There's a woolen mill there. They're famous for their blankets. You can still go there and buy a blanket. And there's a rodeo there in September. So had a great time growing up there, and it's a cool little part of the world. So when I was a kid, we'd fly out of there on Horizon. They would pretty much have Metroliner service in there, and we'd fly to Portland typically. Once in a while, we'd fly to Seattle. And then occasionally we'd drive up to Pasco, Washington, and utilize PSA a few times, flying down to Southern California to see my family. So anyways, wanted to go, leveling out here at 31,000. So let's take care of a few items. let's kind of get set up for this approach into Pendleton. So we're going to be doing the ILS 26. Why are we throttling back? Okay, I thought we were throttling back for the sound for a second, but we're fine. All right, approach 26. It's going to be 254 and 10.3 on the radios. 10.3, 254 on the heading. $254. Car 54, where are you? All right. Back to legs. So next waypoint is Ellensburg. And let's fix this here. 310 for the altitude. Screwed that up, forgot to change that, but anyways, there we go. And 0.780 for the cruise. Enter. All right. Let's do our descent winds. Forecast. Request. Guess I could turn on the other FMC here as far as the page. It's taking a long time for these request winds to come in. There we go. We'll load it. All right, execute. All right, looking good. All right, what else we got there? That's set. That's set. All right. Oh, it locked up on me again. Yeah, I will definitely have to check this out and see if this is... Maybe I'm just asking too much out of the computer. I'm really... It's a monster machine and it's handling everything, but maybe it's a little too much, but maybe it's just a 600 or something. I don't know. But anywho, let's see here. What was I doing now? Oh yeah, let's approach speed. We're going to do flaps 30. And it's going to be 126. So down to flight level 230. Sorry, I almost missed that. I heard that in the background. Descend and maintain 230. All right. Send them down already. Down to 2000. 2944. All right, 2944. Decision height there is 1687. All right, 1687 on the barrow. And zoom in here. Zoom out. I missed approach. Climb to 4200. Go direct to the Pendleton VOR. Okay. Down to 7,000. All right, let's do a descent checklist. Descent check. Minimums are set. VREF set 130 at 126. Briefing. We're landing runway 26 ILS. Pendleton, Oregon 254 in the heading. Should bring us in over the top. We're doing UA as the initial in the box, and if we do a missed approach, it's going to be climb to 4,200, then direct the Pendleton VOR, and then hold there and continue to hold at 4,200 feet. Pretty straightforward. So I don't have any questions, so that should be about it for that. Auto brake, let's do auto brake 2, 6,300 feet of runway, plenty of runway. We'll work up the numbers here in a second. And master caution recall, check lights out. All right, let's do the numbers here real quick. Landing numbers, Pendleton, sorry, runway 26, there we go. Let's do 26. Calculate. All right, our actual landing distance is going to be 45.51. Factored is 59.47 with a margin of 354. Flaps 30. Well, let's actually recommend auto brakes 3. All right, well, we use auto brakes 3 then. And other than that, I don't have anything else. What's the latest weather in Pendleton? 18.325. One of these days I'll get a radio head. I don't know what's up with this glitch. It is weird. Anyways, all right, Barrow. All right, that's off. Pretty straightforward. All righty. Coming on down. Yeah, I'll have to figure that out. I'll have to do another flight with the 800 or something else, see if it's just indicative of the 600 or maybe it's something I'm doing with the streaming. Never had this happen until I started the stream. Could be Volanta maybe's causing it. It might be it's Volanta doing this auto save. I think that could be it. You know what? I bet you that might be it. I'll have to turn that off. See if there's a difference. Columbia River below us there. No, we're not. We're not doing RNAV 8. Spokane Southwest 8628. We'd like to do the ILS runway 26 at Pendleton, please.
Southwest 8628, runway 26 ILS is not available. Expect RNAV runway 8 approach at Pendleton.
All right, RNAV runway 8. Be that way. All right, well, so much for that. Nothing, thank you. Let's do Pendleton transition. Let's go direct to Efaki. Spokane, Southwest 8628. Can we direct to Efaki, please?
Southwest 8628, turn right heading 185 vectors to the RNAV runway 8 approach.
Well, so much.
5 vectors for the RNAV runway.
All right, well. All right, be that way. Oh my God, how did that happen? Zwinkers. Yeah, it's got to be. Maybe it's got to be Volanta. I wonder if that's what's this. It's doing these saves and it's saving everything. 'Cause I've never seen this do this before. That's got to be it. Ah. Got Hermiston down there, I believe. No, is that Hermiston or is that Tri-Cities? Hell, I can't remember now. Look, actually, it's Tri-Cities, I believe. Richland, Pasco, Kennewick, I think. Let's see. Yep. Yep. Yeah. So the airport, the Pasco Airport is, there you go, it's over there. Now the Columbia River races over here on the jet boats. So a lot of wheat out here. Wheat, green beans, soybeans, and over in this area by we're flying towards, they do a lot of watermelons up there on the other side of the Columbia. We're going to pass again. So St. Tensions has got me all wonky down here low. This is not good ATC there, but it is what it is. So I was wondering why it was dropping me down so low back there. But anywho, we'll just press on here at 250 and do a little scenic flight. Yeah, might as well give them some logo and wing. Give them some runway turn off lights since we're down low. Burn up the igniters. Go to continuous. We don't want to flame out down low, do we? Pressurization looking good. Coming down. Everything's looking good. So. What are the chances that they'll let me go direct e-fake? Spokane, Southwest 8628. Any chance in going direct to e-fake right now?
Southwest 8628, negative, continuous mildly advanced. FedEx 382, radar contact.
Let's work up those numbers again here for runway 8 just to make sure we're good. Yep, everything looks the same pretty much. A little better stopping margin, but yeah. So we're good. RNAV 2, RNAV runway 8. There you go. It's saving again. I'd go in and do it, but I don't want to screw up the stream, so I'd stop it right now and see if that would do it. But well, let's see again. They'll let us. Spokane approach, Southwest 8628. Any chance on e-fake for the RNAV 8 approach direct?
Southwest 8628, negative, continue as filed to advance for the RNAV runway 8 approach. Southwest 8628, 21 miles to e-fake, turn left heading 110, descend and maintain 4300 feet until established. Cleared for the RNAV runway 8 approach.
Left heading 110, descend and maintain 4,300 until established. Cleared for the RNAV runway 8 approach. Southwest 8628.
All those looks like bunkers out there. That's a Boardman like military complex. Basically, they used to store nerve gas out there. I know they're in the process of destroying it all. There's a whole like incineration thing set up there and cleaning everything up.
We have aircraft report light turbulence and light rime icing between flight level 70 and flight level 50.
Thanks for the information on the icing Southwest 8628. So yeah, parallels. There's I-84 right there. So Pendleton's off here to the left. Sorry, not Pendleton. That's 284 coming down to I-84. I-84 is right there. So that town there to the left, that's Hermiston, Oregon. Used to do a lot of traveling between there and there when I was a teenager playing baseball. Has a small little airport there. But it's as far as growth, I think over the years, I think it's actually gotten much bigger than Pendleton. Pendleton's kind of stuck in a time capsule, I think, because people wanted to stay that way. And then there's a big, I think it's Union Pacific right here. It's got a big rail yard too, also. It's funny when that I noticed that sound a few times. Those engines coming in and almost that little pop is indicative, like you'll hear it on the ground, almost wanting to have a compressor stall when you're doing a high power setting. You'll hear it torch like that. If the wind's not right, you got some winds that aren't advantageous to running the engines at power. It'll scare the hell out of you when you're not expecting it. Very cool on the scenery tonight. Nice job there, Flight Sim. Yikers, I got the wrong heading in there. It's going to be 074. 074. Oops, getting ahead of myself there. All right, let's slow her down. Little speed brakes. Flaps 2. Flaps 5. No, we're not. Screwed up in the box. Alright, flaps 10, gear coming down. Lights on. Flaps 15. Speed brake armed. I should have cleaned up that mess in the FMC instead of sitting there sightseeing. Flaps 25. Flaps 30. All right, landing check. Flaps 30, 30, green light. Landing gear down 3, green. Landing clearance received. Landing runway 8. Continue. Oh, and spoilers armed. Sorry, forgot. We'll see if I got my butter me giblets on this landing. Not sure what that was. That might have been firm. It's hard to say. Auto brake off. Roll it out to the end. Welcome to Pendleton, Oregon. For your safety and convenience, please remain seated. I love it when they put some extra lights in there. That's weird because I don't recall those lights in the sim when I oh, that's weird. It looks like, oh yeah, it's there. All right, we'll see. I have scenery for this. Flaps up. Speed brakes down.
Contact to ground on 121.9er, southwest 8628. Eastern Oregon Regional Airport, Pendleton ground, southwest 8628. Good evening, cleared of runway, ready for taxi to the gate. Southwest 8628, Eastern Oregon Regional Airport and Pendleton ground, taxi to Terminal 1, Gate 1 via Foxtrot Golf, Echo, hold short, runway 29.
Give me a sobriety check.
Golf, Echo, hold short, runway 29er, southwest 8628.
Ah, there's the terminal. That's weird. It loaded in pretty late. Oh, kill the clock. 43 minutes. Switching the AP bus. Coming down on 1. Clearing the left, clearing the right. Left pack coming off, AP bleeds coming on. Gate 1. All right, there's gate 1 today. Got plane parking there, no wonder. Wonder why we didn't get gate 2. Well, let me get GSX in here. Hold on. Sleeping on the job. Well, we'll just park it. We'll just park it. We'll see if I can still AccuPark this thing. Put that thing right on the end of the yellow line. Let's see here. I'm going to say that would be about it. Let's take a look outside. Well, a little short. All right. Good enough for government work. And engine coming down. Any smack lights off. Taxi light coming off. Oops, I didn't realize I had flipped that over. A's off, B's off. APU's on, bleeds on, right pack's on. Pido's off. Shutdown checklist complete. Oh, transponder. Thank you. All right. Well, hey, thanks for joining. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that flight. Sorry it went a little long with that low altitude excursion coming in. But anyways, let's see. What that was a minus 29 on the landing, by the way. Minus 29. It doesn't get any better than that. Yeah, pitch 5 degrees up, bank negative 119, G-force 0.94. Yeah, for a negative 29. So, all right. Good deal. Well, it doesn't get any better than that. Once again, thanks again for tuning in. You guys have a good one out there. Stay safe, and we'll catch you on the next go round. We'll throw a failure, maybe 2 in. Got some ideas. We'll keep it simple at first, and we'll kind of escalate the issues as we move along, and get used to using the stream too. So, all right. Good night, everybody. Have a good one.